Hey folks, welcome back to Horse Pen Ranch and the Horse Pen Ranch YouTube channel. Today we're going to show you how to make bacon. Take a pork belly and turn it into bacon. This is going to be part one of 2 videos. You don't want to miss this. It's going to be awesome. Stay tuned. Okay, so what I have here is I have a very large pork belly. We're going to open this up. And so what I did, I went to my butcher and I bought a case of pork bellies. 3 of these babies. We're going to make 3 slabs out of this in just a second. Okay, we're going to show you how to make 3 slabs out of this. You can get them kind of pre-cut depending on your butcher shop and where you go. So we're going to open this up in a minute. But the ingredients I have is sugar, kosher salt. We're going to only use a half a teaspoon of this pink curing salt. You don't have to use this, but it kind of lasts longer in the refrigerator once you start using your bacon. We use black pepper, and we're even going to use a little bit of cayenne pepper. And we'll talk about this later on. You can not use pepper. You can use, I've used, of course, salt and sugar, the curing salt. I've used pure maple syrup, works well as well, kind of a maple flavor, but we'll get that here in a second. You also need 3, in our case, we're making 3 of these, 3 big bags, okay? These are the 2.5 gallon Ziploc bags. Okay, so I've thawed this out. We're gonna open this up. I'm using a very sharp knife. I'm actually cheating. I'm using a fillet knife. It's a Bubba fillet knife, really thin, really sharp, and that's what I'm using today on this. We just want to trim some of this fat off. We don't have to have all this extra fat, and so you don't want to get too crazy with it. It is bacon. We're gonna take that layer of skin off too. That's actually like, you can take these and make cracklings out of them, make pork rinds out of them. We'll do that too. We're gonna hit this a little bit and take some of this fat off first. And that's really, I'm gonna throw it in the sink. Really no rocket science to this. You're just kind of trimming it up. You wanna square it up a little bit and just take some fat off of it. So, I like fatty bacon, but you don't want it too fatty. And this can be if you buy these already trimmed at a butcher shop, a pork belly, you just kind of bring it home and it's ready to rock and roll. But we're going to trim this up. First thing we're going to do is try our best to take this is skin. So we're going to take this skin off and start on one side and just take it off. You can take some fat with it. You see what I'm doing here? You don't want to get too deep. You want some fat on your bacon. And so I'm going to just, we won't record all this, but I'm just trimming this off, as you can see right here. Okay, you can see we trimmed quite a bit off of it, left some fat. There's all the fat we got off of it in the sink there. I mean, a lot of fat. We'll turn this over now, and we're gonna make 3 sections out of this, okay? 3 sections, okay? Take a little bit more off this hump here. Again, a sharp knife is super, super important. Okay, and so you want to make them kind of even, but I don't like to waste much bacon. The ends and pieces of this you can use for your beans and such. So I want to try to kind of eyeball this a little bit. I can almost do this in 2, and I think I'm going to today. We're not going to do 3, we're going to do 2. I'm going to cut this right down the center, guys. Right down the center is what I'm going to do, okay? So there and there, I want to guesstimate right here. I'm going to cut that right down the center. All right, so now I have 2 pork bellies, okay? 2 pork bellies. I like that. I like that a lot. So there's your bacon right there. There's some of your bacon right there. That looks like bacon, right? That's what it looks like. And you'll get meatier pieces, and you'll get some fattier pieces just like you did at the grocery store. Okay, now, what I'm going to do now is, I've got a clean hand, and I've got a pork hand, right? So I'm going to take, and I'm going to, now we're going to put this in the bag, okay? So I'm going to open this up, okay? And I'm going to place one of these pork bellies in this big old 2.5 gallon sack. Okay? So here I'm going to fold it up so I can get it in there. I'm going to get in there like this right here. You see that? Straighten it out. Just like that right there. So it's in there, right? Everybody see that? I'm going to go and do the other one while I'm at it here. Okay, I got my hands nice and clean. Okay, so we've got 2 of these, and we're going to go half a cup of kosher salt. Okay? Okay? We're going to go a full cup of just white sugar. You can use brown sugar. You can use half and half. This first one, I'm just going to do sugar. Okay? We're going to do a half a teaspoon is all of this stuff here. Again, you don't have to use this. We're all going to smoke this bacon. This is a half a teaspoon measure. Okay? There's that. That's not normal salt. You guys can't eat that, so read the instructions on the back of it. We're going to put some pepper in his. And I don't know how much we're just going to put. Let's call that 1 teaspoon. Let's call that 2 teaspoons. I'm sorry, tablespoons. And then we're going to put even some cayenne pepper. And guys, remember, we are just curing this, so it's going to give it a little bit of a hint of pepper kick, and that's really about it. Okay, I'm going to stir this. Hand gauge fork right here. Get a good mix together. Like so. Okay. And guys, that is it. We're going to cure this bacon with this mixture right here over 7 days in the refrigerator. So I'm going to take this one. I'm going to get it up, and I'm just going to kind of toss this in here like that. And I'm going to put it in there like that. I'm going to turn it over. We'll do the other side. Throw it all in there. I'm going to get it in there like that. And there you go. Dump some of it out. Hang on, it's okay. We'll fix it. There you go. So, okay, that's it. That's it. We're going to squeeze some air out of it. Notice this is dry right now. Look how dry that is. That's just a piece of pretty dry meat. Every day I want to come out here and put it in the refrigerator, and I'm going to turn this over. Okay? And every day it's going to draw more and more moisture. Yes, a lot of moisture in it when it's all said and done. Okay? So there you go. Okay? Let's do number 2 now. Some air out of it. You can vacuum seal this if you have one of them. We actually have one. I just like these bags here. And guys, that's it. I would recommend you put it in some kind of container, maybe a casserole dish in the refrigerator in case you do spring a leak. Because this, what will happen is, when you start drawing the moisture out of this bacon, it, of course, got to go somewhere, and it goes in this bag. And so that's how it works right there. So this has been probably 10 minutes in real time, and look already some of the moisture drawn out of this one. Okay, this is the first one we did. This is the second we did. Hey, thanks for joining us. This is part 1. 7 days from now, next Sunday, we're going to do another video, and we're going to take this out. We're going to rinse all this stuff off of it, and we're going to get a smoker going outside, and we're going to smoke this with some good, fresh hickory smoke. Take about 3 hours, and we're going to let it set, and then we can slice it. It's going to be some good eating. Hey, thanks for joining us on North Spin Ranch. Until next time, we'll see you next week. We're going to cure the bacon outside on the smoker. Thanks for joining us.